Hi, welcome to the Black Pearl District podcast, where community, culture, business, and purpose meets. My name is Kelly Hillen,
And I'm Natima.
and we are going to be answering a few questions that we got from um, our, our recent podcast.
So I'll ask the questions and you answer.
Well, the first question was,
Sure. Is it hard to open a dispensary?
um, yes and yes. Well, first of all, it takes a long time. The hard part is being patient. It's being patient. You have to be patient when you open up a dispensary because it takes a long time to open. We started the process in 2020 and didn't get open until 2024. So it is a long process. Um, so you have to have patience, and thank goodness for the military. They taught me patience. Hurry up and wait. The other thing is a lot of paperwork. The paperwork is just relentless. So that, and then it's just communication. The communication with OCM, Officer of Cannabis Management Office of New York. Communication was very hard. It's gotten a lot better, but the communication, what's next, waiting, submitting the documents, and waiting. So that part is hard. The other thing is you better have the money. You needed to have a location. So you have location, you're spending money, you're paying rent, and you're not making any money. So that was very challenging that's very challenging to a lot of dispensary owners, that you start out in a hole. This is one business that you're literally going to start out in the hole and just wait, and hopefully when you do open, you can make your money back. And then this now you try to open up a dispensary. Where you're going to open one at, that there wasn't already one open here. Then you got to question, are you going to make the money? Then you got to question how much you're going to make, and it could be challenging because they treat dispensary businesses different. They treat cannabis owners or business owners differently because they think we're automatically rich and making all this money. So everything costs us twice the amount of money. And then 280E, you can't write stuff off. You can't write off the things that you would normally write off in a business. Then taxes are just ridiculous. So, make a long story short.
I remember one thing you had mentioned was finding a location was difficult because if they had some type of federal loan on the building, they couldn't rent to it.
Some runners, if they have a loan out on the business, they don't own the building, they can't really rent to a cannabis dispensary. Some of them got around it, I don't know. So I wound up buying my location, so I didn't have that problem. But you could have some situations like that, and that's just I just probably brushed over some of the issues that can happen, or you can't be near a school so many feet from a church. So all those things you have to take into consideration when you're finding a location, when you open up a dispensary. How many dispensaries are nearby? Is it even worth it sometimes? So yeah.
When you got in too. Luckily you got in early.
Yeah, I was the 50th dispensary open, thank goodness. So hopefully that answers the question of is it hard to open up a dispensary?
So the next question that was asked is, if you could do another big event, who would it be with and where and why?
Okay, big events. First of all, we need to talk about the first big event that we did have, right?
Yeah, we partnered up with,
where was the big event?
MVP Arena, Overfest. Oh my gosh. It turned out to be a great event.
But
getting to the finish line was the most stressful thing. I think I got the gray hairs just kept coming. That was like so stressful.
That was very stressful.
I was
I'm used to stress. Good thing I can hold stress down at some point.
We went through a lot of ups and downs.
When you try to have an event and you're partnering with people, you really have to know who you're partnering with, and you really have to be careful with that. There's so many things you're going to be challenged with, and that is one of the things is who's going to attend, so that you can make your money back. How many tickets you're going to be able to sell,
keeping your overhead low.
Try to keep your overhead as low as possible.
Yep. So your return is great, or at least break even. Because most people I talk to, they're like, "You're a success if you break even."
Right.
Right. So.
Why do we have these events? Because they're so not cheap. But again, you can't just do one thing. We like to have events because we have a musical family. We have a lot of family that's talented, that's in the industry, and so we're trying to. Me as the
matriarch.
I'm gonna call it matriarch, grandma, whatever. But I try to do things that interest people, the community, get them involved, and so holding events are good for the community, but it's also good for some of my family that are in the music industry. So, and it is a little exciting, I have to say.
When you're in the mix, it is exciting.
It is a little exciting, and
the relationships.
Will we hold another event? Well, we hope. The second one was Brunch and Swim, and that was definitely an experience.
It was.
Dealing
could have been a wonderful event.
Much wonderful event if things are always going to happen. You're always going to have things that happen. You're always going to have those things that you don't think about.
Yep.
And you have to think about it. So, how much are you willing to learn?
And how much are you willing to lose?
How much are you willing to
learn?
How much are you willing to learn? And
right.
and will you, and how much you're willing to risk and do it all again and again. So,
it's definitely brought our family, like, we get into the thick things, and it's brought our family really close, actually. I feel like.
Yeah, it did.
We've been spending a lot of quality time together. Or some not. I think overall, like the support. I was really surprised at how, like, even Mike is a little. I mean, I don't know what you deal with at home, but
he doesn't. He likes
to see a success.
He likes to see the success. He does. He likes to see the
success.
success. So, but he's very supportive. Very supportive. He's always very supportive.
Do it again. Stay tuned because we got some things brewing, but we don't want to give it away yet. Okay, so keep watching, and definitely keep doing Brownies Uncut. Reach out if you're an artist, please, and because you just never know. The next big thing for Brownies. Oh, can I say it? Food truck. We got a food truck. It's coming. Can't wait. It's so nice. When you see the Brownies food truck, make sure you come and say hi. Brownies Green. It's going to be Brownies Green, and it is nice. So in August, be looking forward to the food truck. Brownies on. We're going on tour with that.
We're going on tour with that. Yes. Yeah, every event with that. So
we got some great cooks.
Yes. And some events, but right now we hope to share some information on events that's coming up.
We may do there's gonna be a drop around in a couple of days, around the 22nd. So just stay tuned.
Hey, make sure that you follow Brownies Brand too. It's on Instagram. It's on Facebook. Make sure you follow us so that you can get the information on what's going on with Brownies. And again, you can message Brownies. We're looking to collab.